Yo, hello. We're back. Ugh. So you know how I mentioned I got power back today? For anyone who is just coming back, you're not gonna believe what just blinked out. It was the power. In case you didn't get it, it was the power. Yeah, my power outage is the will of the gods, and he is their instrument. Where the hell was I at? You know, the Q&A was going, and I don't actually know what there was nothing. I didn't get to look at it before explosion. So there it is again, for anyone who still gives a shit. We saw the Master Chief video and was pissed to make Covenant propaganda. I might have to make that video. The comedic timing was actually pretty good. Yeah, I was talking about how the fucking last 2 weeks of my life have been shit. And that's what happened, Jesus. Doing better, so won't dwell on it too much, but yeah. Yeah, we've been better. Are there still NPCs? There might not be. No, we'll just go to sleep. Maybe that problem will solve itself. Is that oven on to the stream ending? That is pretty good comedic timing, to be fair. It is on, too. It was on. You four and watching the Boid? Hell yeah. Maybe this will respawn some NPCs. I'm still sleepy. I am noticing a lack of NPCs. Not ideal. I will, however... So I sliced the watermelon. Where did it go? Ah. I have a sneaking suspicion that my power going out has completely destroyed the game. And I don't want to reset, but I have a sneaking suspicion that that is going to be the necessity. Wait. Never mind. We're chill. We're chilling. There's a fella there. There's no need. Pardon me. Anonymous, thank you for the $5 to the AFSP. That's much appreciated. In another tornado? No, that was Tuesday. Yeah, like I said, you know, it's been a rough 2 weeks. Physically, the last, you know, week was the worst, but, you know, mentally, been better than the week before. But hey. Am I deaf? I'd like to think I'm not deaf, but my hearing isn't the best, I will admit. What is pretty good are the 10 watermelon slices I'm chowing down on. Favorite armor in Elder Scrolls? Ooh, I'm tempted to... What is my favorite armor? Glass armor in Skyrim is pretty cool. I do quite like that. I also do like the elven armor, even if I hate the myrrh. DB vid when. I have a plan for that. Don't you worry. No timing is going to be given, but there's an idea. Modded vanilla? Modded. What inspired the new D&D channel? Dutch, the other fella, asked if I wanted to make a D&D channel, and I could just about do that without overwhelming what free time I have. I say what free time I have. What the uncomfortable wind chill. Ever played Cataclysm DDA? I have not, so I don't know. I say what free time I have, though. Yeah, I'm a fucking YouTuber. That's old reliable to make me laugh when what do you call it? I'm really going to need to find some antibiotics. But no, that one's to me a real zinger when a content creator says they don't have any free time. Now, asterisk immediately after that sentiment, right? Real life is a thing. I've not had much free time the last few days, because what if house underwater? And, if maybe some of you have been for those streams, that Tetra, that VTuber, lovely woman. Holy fuck, she's busy to the point where I don't know how she remembers I exist. Yeah, Sump Pump No Work? Yeah, Sump Pump No Work did kind of, obliterate my ability to do things. But what I mostly mean is when it's someone who, you know, they say they have no free time because content. And, see, that brings to mind two things in my brain, right? One is that you're not good at managing your time, which, fair enough. You know, it's something you need to work on, but fair enough. I'm also not the best at managing my time. Full stop. But it is something to work on, you know? They work on their video whenever, like push it off for 3 days and just go up. Yeah, see that is the part one of that. YouTube and streaming to a slightly lesser extent, because I know there are better hours for it, but still. You can do it whenever you want. My working hours are when do I feel like getting my work done today, you know? It is not exactly... You know, my boss gives me some great flexibility with my hours, let's put it that way, shall we? Oh, living the MC dream. You hit option number 2, I see. Which is they don't have free time. Because they've decided that, for one reason or another, they're not going to give themselves free time. Be that because they want, you know, biohazard. Antibiotics, thank God. I should say it's not. It's obviously not a completely blanket statement. There is, you know, like I said, like you said, there's ADHD. There's a lot of stuff like that, but there's also some folks I've, you know, come across that have no free time because free time means content time, which at the end of the day, you are entirely free to make that decision. I don't think it is an inherently, you know, bad decision, like a horrible decision. But talking about Bricky, I'm not talking about Bricky. At least in my brain, I wasn't talking about Bricky. But it is a decision that has been made by the person. Because the thing about YouTube, right? Like, I have sponsors, you know? I do need to do those. The reason I need to do those is because I make the choice to take those on. YouTube is not a job, if you have it as a job, that, you know, makes you do things. It is every decision, you know, in YouTube is, you know, made by you at the end of the day. It traces back to you doing, you know, that. Like I said, the sponsors I have, I do need to do them, but, you know, I need to do them because I took them on because I wanted this to be my job. Because thanks to all of you fine folk, I'm blessed enough that this can be a job. Do you something to switch the objective markers will never not be funny? Yeah, he wasn't at Adepticon, but I could fucking sense him going through the same agony I was. I will say, AOS, you can still, I have objective markers, orchid8.com. Go take a peek. If you really want to support me, and not, you know, popping sounds to the left. We're just gonna nap a little bit longer. The restless sleeper trade is not doing me favors. I can't, experiencing too much pain to sleep. Well, I know how to fix that. I don't have painkillers on me. I think I put them away. Bleach? I will not be resorting to the bleach yet. I can make it a career for you. Oh, yeah, that is, yeah, that's, you know, that's how YouTube works. The career is dependent on people giving a shit enough to listen to you yap. For one reason or the other, people do. Find the fentanyl. Oh, I don't know if the drug mod is updated. There was a mod that added, like, all sorts of drugs, and obviously that was a must-have. But, yeah, I don't know. Well, I've had not much to do, and like I said, there were some thoughts in my brain 2 weeks ago, and this week I've not much else to do but think on account of the fucking power and just working on shit. So, I don't know. At the end of the day, everyone has a different life story, and there's reasons they do, which is why I said I don't think it's an inherently bad thing. People, you know, get super content brain, but at the same time, a YouTuber's free time is determined by them. Could be worse, could live in Chicago. I did move away from Chicago. Suburbs, but still. Yeah. I don't know, though. Content creator culture is a something. Alright, I will tell you all that much. Met some of my best friends through it, I'm not gonna lie. 2 of the 3 Lore Crimes fellows I've spent a night at their house. A graven mistake. Thank you for the $5 to the AFSP. That's much appreciated. But, yeah, there's also people that are... Oh, yeah. But I've looked out. Most of the people I know are cool, and at the end of the day, another great thing about this job is if I don't want to speak to someone, I really don't have to. War Crimes member is the comfiest house. Well, I'd like to say me. The problem is my basement is, you know, flooding. Lily Mitchum, thank you for the $5 to the AFSP. That's much appreciated. And the guys I podcast with. No, I love the Lore Crimes fellas. One of these days I'm going to invade Eli's house. I had planned on doing that shortly after my trip to England, but that was a little too much for me, and I needed to get work done, you know? Why do I hate Bricky so much? I don't hate Bricky. Every interaction I've had with Bricky has been positive. I'm mostly just ranting, because the thoughts in my brain have been sitting in there for about 2 weeks. Have I recovered from the Tyranids or Barbarians take? Andy is a savage human being that I love. But his mind is an enigma. Invade Dutch's house instead? I probably will at some point. I like traveling, and I like hanging out with my friends, and I've got enough friends around the world that I can make an excuse to do it. Another great thing about doing this as a job, like I said, I've met all sorts of wonderful people. If I go back in time and stop myself from saying one thing, what would it be? Like a statement? I don't think they can find you the Halo vid. Stay for the content stuff. Well, thank you, Chief. I'm glad you like the stuff even beyond the Halo stuff. I don't know. That's a good question. What the fuck am I?
I have tried asking one of those soldiers, but no response.
What is happening? Why is it snowing? This game starts in July. I feel like that man is a bandit. No, he's just got a mohawk and I've profiled someone. My bad, guy. I don't know, I'd have to think about that one more, and I don't know, it would probably be something unpleasant I said to a friend in heat of the moment. Christmas in July, god damn it. We're going to take a moment to appreciate this. Just really sink in. Door stuck. Door stuck. Another fine example, just hop the fence. Couldn't see a way to just walk through. I'm zombing it. I'm zombing it. Show question history no work when? I'm not. That is a whole new level of research than what I have. I don't want to get history wrong because that is, you know, are those car keys? You know, that's, you know, ooh. That's reality, you know, that is real life, that is, you know, stories and what like that. Not the kind of thing I want to just do my normal stuff with, because that would be a whole lot of more research and whatnot than what I currently do. And I also like what I do. I like being able to talk nonsense about nothing. I got one with Cooper Warhammer. I had 3 videos that showed him skipping clients and they was invested. Please keep up the amazing work. Hell yeah, man. I don't. If anyone can understand what I just said, I'm glad your friend watched that, Cole, and liked it. Did I read Void Scar, and did I enjoy the bisexual pirate elves flirting and sassing around? I've not, but, you know, I'm into it. Why is the Lord everything we love being ruined so thoroughly ruined? Because good things are beyond all of us. Getting history wrong doesn't stop a lot of YouTubers. Yeah, but I don't want to get history wrong. Trying to think of alternate history for Warhammer 40k. I did that for Warhammer Fantasy. Good things don't correlate to making more money. Yeah. Quite. I need to find a watch. I know how. Your reaction on the Exodite Dino release? Big fan. I was a big fan. I do like the dinos. What can I say? Ugh. Now, a key for that would be fucking phenomenal, but I don't think that's going to be happening. However, what if the key's already in there? After all, I have a key to the door. So the one that got your girlfriend in the Warhammer Fantasy, the existence of Grom the Paunch. Whatever it takes. If that's what does it, then that's... It appears I'm being fired upon. This gentleman might have a watch. And I know how to confirm it. I don't know where the guy went. He was here, right? Don't worry, Captain. We'll buffer out those scratches. I don't want to participate in any of this. Please move. Do any of you have a watch? I need a watch. No. No. Buddy that hates Warhammer, but even he can't deny Luther Harkon is awesome? Hell yeah. And yes, I am excited for Thankful to come to Total Warhammer. Of course I am. It's the funny rat. So there happen to be any zombies in the zombie game? Not for a good few in-game days. I think I might have overestimated what would be happening until the point they start showing up. That one is my bad. I do have an early safe house. Yeah, but I want to travel to another town. But I also need to find the bookstore. Hey, do you have a watch? It didn't work that time. You have a watch? I really need the digital watch so I can know the date, but I guess this is better than nothing. Something tells me those police might be here for me, the way that is read. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I do believe those are here for me. Yeah. Yeah, that's he just showed up and stole the... Hey, no, wait, there it is. So why is it January? It's not supposed to be January. It's really not supposed to be January. I do believe it's time to skedaddle. The count of murder followed by the count of murdering 2 officers of the law. I do not expect that to, maybe the power outage. If the fucking power outage switched my in-game date to January, that would be insane. We're just gonna leave Brandenburg. I don't gotta be here. It's fine. Jesus Christ. Throwing out ideas till the big man. Here's an interesting one. It's a very strange Warhammer game. Hey, let me give you in. Let me give you in. Let me clue you in on something, right? A belief that I have. A lot of Warhammer games are not that good. And you know, I'm then left with 2 choices. Do I 3 choices, but the third one was almost beelined into a tree and die. So we're going to avoid that one. You know, I'm not going to say all Warhammer games are bad. Total Warhammer and Vermintide got me into Warhammer. They're pretty good games. And on top of that, you know, what do you call it? I do quite like Space Marine 2. What I don't like is Space Marine 2 for 500 fucking hours. I'm good. So, you know, that leaves me with 2 choices. At least, you know, when it comes to streaming and whatnot. I can stream a Warhammer game and get, you know... Look, views. Look, Ma. Look, there's views. Or I cannot and not be unhappy. And let me tell you, folks, this is not a Warhammer game. I have a notification somewhere, and I don't know where I found it. There's non-zero odds I've left a Discord I shouldn't have left. Because the couple like last night, I just left like 50 of them. Because my Discord servers were so cluttered and crowded with ones I never talk to or talk in. I'm like moderately certain I'm gonna get to Riverside this way, but only moderately. Riverside got a massive blow up? Hell yeah. I don't suppose it got a fire station if anyone knows. Would love for that to be the case. Slight damage to the engine, nothing to worry about. They do? Riverside has a fire station? Okay. Okay, I gotta get to Riverside. Then I can keep reading books and making money passively to not have to loot anything. What are we talking about, Riverside or Rosewood? I know Rosewood has the police station right by the fire station, but that is not Riverside. Riverside. Alright, so Riverside has a fire station now. That is good to know. Am I getting close? I am getting close. Okay. You saw the way he jumped at me, right? That wasn't on me. That wasn't my fault. I can't be held accountable for that one. You know, he's not using this anymore, so. Tom Blyce. Sorry, my guy. What are you gonna do? Yeah, he died. Yeah, getting smeared into the pavement naturally ends your life. I've committed no wrongdoing. Am I in Riverside? This seems like Riverside. I think it's Riverside. Oh, god damn it. Allergies. He died by choice. Yeah, it wasn't his choice, but he died by choice. Alright. Police station? That looks an awful lot like a fire station. That's what we need. I'm just coming on in. Don't mind me. I'm allowed to be here. Hello, everyone. How are you all doing? Did just a little bit of murder. But, like, was it really? Was it really? Sleeping pills are going to quickly become a necessity in this, I feel like. It's the Riverside Police Station. Well, goddamn. It's a hell of a police station. Ooh, I need a hacksaw. I need to find books. I need to purchase books. I need books. Greatly. I need to not be outside. The allergies would also be ideal if they stopped, but you know, I don't feel like asking for things right now. It seems to not be working out generally in my life. Got Enigma books a bit further down the road. All right, that's where I need to be. Let's raid here though. Like, you know, if I don't have to, if I can find more books right here. Would you look at that? I can't. I might need to fill that immediately again. I don't, but I do need to wash my everything. There was a few fights. Alright. Look. No one's perfect. Warhammer, a lot of money in this shit. Yeah, but I don't want to play a Warhammer game. You know, I just don't feel like it. Is Project Zomboid good? I'd say it is good. I quite like this game. Favorite Project Zomboid town? Ooh. It's hard to go wrong with Rosewood. It's hard to go. I kind of like all of them for depending on the mood, you know. Like, look. Although I think Ultra might be easier now. I'm not familiar enough with the new ones. I'm back. I am back. Fudgesicle. I need the fudgesicle. Yes, this is good. I am fucking dying of allergy. Yeah, it's something. Hello. Gotta go, gonna play some Overwatch. God. Take better care of yourself. But you know, if you want to play the Overwatch, then I suppose go right ahead. $2. Okay, all right. That was his $2, I guess. This is horrible. This guy needs to die a lot faster. But what the fuck? Is it really worth it? Was that $2 worth it, dickhead? Anonymous, thank you for the $15 to the AFSP. That is much appreciated. Now I need to take some of these. Like, what the fuck just happened? You need to get the fuck out of my room. I will kill again. Christ. I mean, no, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, fucking, wake up, fuck, wake up. Jesus. Just, you know, it was my fault, I suppose, you know? Rough 2 weeks. one of them without power, and I was like, yeah, I'll play my favorite zombie, well, one of my favorite zombie games. That'll cheer me up, and it's a stream for a good cause, so I would argue it's still at least somewhat productive. I take $2 off a random shelf, and I get beat to death. Almost by some random dick. Thank you. Just what I needed in my life. Son of a bitch. I have realized that it is 5:50 p.m. for me. And I have still not called my doctor. Not ideal. Kind of needed to do that. So, you know, a little bit of an oopsie. Little bit of an oopsie on Colin for that one. I'm not going to lie to you. Not a life-threatening oop. Well, not an immediate. Well, no, that's not fair. Not a life-threatening oopsie, but something I rather need to do. You should call them, then you can change your name to PancreasNoWork. I'm afraid it's not a doctor for that. It's just for antidepressants. I can't sleep because I'm in fucking agony. I'm in fucking agony because Dickhead decided to get me with the steel chair. And I'm still lacerated. Lexapro. Oh, I need a prescription for that. Good boiding. It's like okay boiding. You know what? I'm gonna sit. Just gonna rest. What? Then we're gonna hit the fast forward button for a bit. Sounds like some booze might do the trick. Oh, hell yeah, brother. I do have a Miller Lite next to me. Allergies can't bug you if you're blackout wasted. So true, brother. So true. So true. I can mix liquors now with the fluid mechanics. Oh, we're gonna make some dangerous things. Oh, Christ. What was this man's name? Rodney Whalen. Or is it... Oh, that's... Oh, that guy had at least one kid. Sucks to be you. I'm going to need firefighter pants. Because these new ones are ruined. Purple bird, purple bird. Another orphan for Oni, you mean? So, dude, that's the way to look at it. Ugh. My $2. It's time to dine. I don't like... Bro, it was $2 on a shelf. That probably wasn't even his $2. What is it? Are you really going to die over $2? Someone is. Christ. Would he be taking kids with just to give them a cancer clone and let? Yeah, to be fair, the orphan part really doesn't matter to Oni. It is at most a convenience. Favorite flavor of beef jerky? It's hard to go wrong with teriyaki, right? I mean, come on. Teriyaki is wonderful. And anything teriyaki flavored meat, just get that shit in my mouth. Was my helmet? I wonder why my helmet's not in perfect condition. Could it be something to do with that one asshole? Important man question. Favorite Super Saiyan transformation. It's hard to go wrong with Goku on Namek, right? I mean, that's kind of... That was the legendary Super Saiyan before we started getting a whole lot more Super Saiyans. Am I dying right now? I'm not going to say the thought that just came to my mind. That would be in poor taste. I'm dying. Fucking allergies are kicking my ass, but, you know, I can't do anything about that. That's life. Ugh. Can I find a microwave in-game and put a metal for it inside in-game and turn it on? Yeah. Yeah, I think I can. I think I can do that. Excuse me. Either remove beef jerky from existence or meat sticks from... Ooh, that is a tough one. I think I might have to say the meat stick or remove beef jerky, but that is not an easy question. That is not an easy question to answer at all. Spoos? No. I don't think so. Thankful thoughts for Warhammer 3. I'm glad he's finally in. Oh, shit. Well. I appreciate that dono, Chief. That one to me directly. Bow. I'm gonna butcher that. Just want to say thank you for the $20. I love your content. If you're listening to Warhammer vids in the car, in the gym, and recently in the field, I was on a military exercise. Appreciate the passion you put into your vids. Well, thank you, Chief. I'm glad they can give you some entertainment. What is that? Project Zomboid is too many zombies, so we took out the zombies. Look, they will show up. I admit I did this. But I thought I would be reading and fast forwarding more, alright? I clearly assumed incorrect. Alright. Also, insulin does actually come in different flavors, technically. That's a double barrel shotgun. That's a double barrel shotgun. That's a double barrel shotgun. They were just gonna let that guy do his thing. Boo is pronounced bow, by the way. It's a French thing. Thank you. I'm gonna have to take care of this, aren't I? I did. The answer was I did have to take care of this, but now I get all of his firearms. I just really want the ammo. Alright. Let me just check something. I'm going to give that a little bit longer. What am I going to give a little bit longer? Don't worry. Just let it cook for a moment. Do I have diabetes? Yeah. We found it. We found it. We found her, chat. We found her. She's here. We found her. Alright, chat, now I have a Q&A for all of you. What's a professional way to tell someone to go fuck themselves with a rusty spoon, but you can't really tell them that for a variety of different reasons? I'm gonna need some cooking on this one. Sent for an old world league and you're blaming me. Fair enough. Fair enough. I have been called worse things by better people. Please kindly engage. That one's a little... If I consider just lore dumping on them till they leave me like... Yeah, I think that one. I think I can work with that one. Most of the clever, quote unquote, see, there's a lot of things are too wordy, and they're too obviously like, go fuck yourself. One day I'm gonna find the secret one that's like the hidden like, fuck you, but it's actually not, you know, blatantly obvious. I need to find that. That sounds like something you would think is a good one. Chat, I think I'm going to come back to this later, though. There are some things I now need to do. It's been going about 2 hours now, and this was my break. So, but thank you all for coming. Thank you for all those who donated to the charity. It is genuinely much appreciated, folks. As I've said, y'all are pretty great. You are a fine companion, but not the one for me. Ooh, that one could have some mileage. But yeah, all right. But what is going on in front of that fucking television? Thanks for coming, folks. I'll probably be getting back to this at some point. But for the next few days, it's back to the dungeons to make up for the fact that I've lost a week. So, yeah. You folks have a good one. Take care, and I will catch you all later. Later, folks.